morning and welcome to the Break of Dawn newspaper review on 32 FM 94.9. My name is Adenike Ademoago.
Good morning to you and thank God it's another beautiful Friday. I am Olutayo Ogunade. We have the papers right here. I have Daily Trust newspaper, Premium Times, The Guardian newspaper, and hoping to get one more.
Okay, I also have the Punch, Daily Post, Vanguard, and Oyo Insight. Moving on to the Punch this morning, front page, Customs, CBN disagree over evaluation of imports, exports. And away from that, IOCs fear collapse as federal government says 136 trillion naira crude stolen in 14 months. We also have 12,977 children among 207,977 tuberculosis cases recorded in 2021. This is coming from the federal government. INT'L, Tambuwal, Bauchi governor pick presidential form, consult on consensus. And more stories, capital importation suffers 30% decline, records $6.7 billion. CDS, silver, others vow to crash oil thieves, lament crashing revenue. And to the major story on the Punch, APC convention. Buhari battles last-minute crisis. Summons governors. Chairmanship aspirants fail to agree. Tinubu, ex-governor Akonde, meet president in Villa over Omisore's choice as secretary. Ruling party bars political appointees from Saturday's national convention. And more stories from the Punch. IG distributes 253 trucks, APCs, other vehicles, uniforms to formations. And more stories, Oyo NURTW threatens bloodshed, alleges attacks by park managers. Fireman's aide resigns, team up with ex-governor Oni in SDP. Court remands 12 suspects over gruesome murder of Ogun monarch. And more stories, Fashola restates second Niger Bridge 2022 completion date, blames IPOB. And finally, DAWN talking with foreign partners on Southwest Rail linkage. This is coming from the DG. And that's it on the Punch.
We're live on Facebook and on YouTube, 32FM 949 Ibadan. APC convention, Buhari hosts Tinubu, Amechi others to dinner. That's my first headline from Premium Times. PDP governors reject NNPC's 548 billion naira subsidy claim. 2023, Peter Obi declares for president, vows to create jobs, secure Nigeria. Buhari meets APC NAS leaders, warns against distractions, disharmony ahead of national convention. 4 siblings drown, another missing in Kebbi boat mishap. How insecurity threatens POS operators, deprives Sokoto residents of financial services. Some more from Premium Times. APC convention unity list to be out on Friday. Lawan, police strike. I pray you will not be found guilty of mutiny. DIG tells officers. 2023, why PDP will maintain its zoning policy. IU. Umahi's defection. INEC says it won't act on court orders. Gives reason. Let me take that again. Umahi's defection. INEC says it won't act on court orders. Gives reason. What Nigeria must do to achieve universal health coverage. Minister.
Okay, and moving to the Vanguard this morning. Second Niger Bridge now at 91% completion. This is coming from the federal government. We all caused Nigeria's woes. We must salvage it together. This is coming from Tinubu. More stories. Rumored strike. Police chief warns officers against disobedience to lawful order. And friends buy 40 million naira PDP presidential form for Governor Tambuwal. More stories on the Vanguard this morning. Delta 2023. I have not endorsed anyone as my successor, Okowa. And $3.27 billion lost to oil thieves in 14 months. Federal government cries out. Court ruling. Umahi blasts Wike. Calls for public debate. Peter Obi declares for 2023 presidential race. And you also find, Peter Obi declares again, you also find 2023 NULGE gives condition for support to APC and PDP. And more stories from the Vanguard before we wrap it up. Buhari mourns first female U.S. Secretary of State, Madeleine Albright. And finally, on the Vanguard this morning, Keke operators attack Abia Traffic Agency office. And that's it.
All right, from Daily Trust newspaper, Buhari dines with Tinubu, Akande, Amechi ahead convention. Have you ever seen a good police officer? Or have you ever seen good police officers? That's Nigerian Daily asking a question there was like a vox pop. 9.7 million Nigerian students risk never returning to school. UNICEF 2023 Northern Pastor stage prayer rally for Tinubu. How troops destroyed 49 illegal refineries in Delta. U.S. Pensioners to governors, pay us our money or forget our votes. Why building collapse is rampant, Surveyor General. Some more from Daily Trust before we go to another paper. 2023 zoning has come to stay in PDP. IU tells presidential aspirants. Fahmy rejects consensus arrangement, says Buhari's candidates will slug it out at APC convention. APC convention unity list should be ready by Saturday. Lawan, we read Friday the other time. Nigeria's economy unjustly designed, says Tinubu. Okay, that seemed to be... Okay, let me take one more from the business side of Daily Trust. How Nigerian startups can gain from $57.9 billion global development market. All right, we'll go to another one.
Moving to the Daily Post, 2023, Buhari, Tinubu, APC founding members meet in Abuja. And more stories, 2022 National Convention, Governor Buni receives Senate, APC caucus, inspects Eagle Square. Also on APC convention, most offices will be filled by consensus. This is coming from Lawan. Nobody wants to live in Nigeria anymore due to hardship suffering. This is coming from Isan. EFCC arrests 11 suspected internet fraudsters in Benin. And more stories, Nigeria 2023 elections, PDP zoning stance. We will produce next president. This is coming from the national chairman, IU. And more stories, insecurity, details of governor's meeting emerge. And more stories on the Daily Post this morning. Why APC will cease to exist after convention. This is coming from the Labour Party. And finally, on the Daily Post, Buhari's request will be honored by APC governance. We have settled for Adamu Abdullahi.
All right, from the Guardian newspaper, PDP governors resolved to change leadership in 2023 despite governor's agreement. Almakura insists on election. Positive, Super Eagles leave for Ghana, sure victory. So they're going to rekindle 71-year-old rivalry. One INEC suspends action on court judgment sacking Umahi, 16 others. 1 month after Russia-Ukraine war, U.S. Army veteran Adeleke 6 troops. Ugwai won't be distracted from delivering his mandate, says aide. 2023 presidency zoning talks thickens in PDP. Obaseki inaugurates electoral commission. Abuja residents protest incessant kidnapping. Barricade Gwegwalada Road. One more before we take the first commercial break. Hard times with fans as Ghana's borders still shut.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
From motivationals
To news,
to sports and talk.
we'll give you all you need to make the best of your day.
On the break of dawn, 32 FM 94.9.
Every day is a
Congratulations to schools, parents, and pupils in Ibadan. Primus Media Club has landed in the ancient city. Yes! Discover and sharpen pupils' basic media and communication skills like public speaking, creative writing, oratory, virtual communication, among others. Primus Media Club for secondary students and pupils in primary 3 upward. We don't just teach and train. We engage and expose members to different fun activities where they win exciting gifts and prizes. And the big one, fun, members of our club present our radio shows from time to time. Primus Media Club, more than just a press club, a debating society, or a social club. It's all encompassing. Proprietors, directors, and parents, reach us now to establish Primus Media Club in your school. Call Afuda on 0816-274-6129. Primus Media Club, safeguarding the future, one fan at a time.
Get up and go, 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 go. With Countdown Choco, go, go, go. Get up and, get up and, get up and go. No matter what you gotta do, do it. Countdown Choco, by the rich man's art for vitality. Get up and go. Stay strong, save the world, take action. Get up and go.
Cowbell chocolates with Vitarich plus iron.
àní ò sí níbẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ dára lóòótọ́. Yes, no gain saying that education is good. ṣùgbọ́n kí ni ká ti ṣe? What is the fate of a student whose dreams and aspirations are hanging because of higher institution admission? Oríire ti dé. Novelty Polytechnic Kishi Ibadan campus is admitting into a part-time program. Àǹfààní ti ṣí sílẹ̀ gbayawo fún akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ láti kàwé gboyè National Diploma (ND) in courses like computer engineering, computer science, electrical and electronics, statistics, accountancy, business administration, mass communication, graphics and advertisement pẹ̀lú multimedia technology. Novelty Polytechnic Kishi Ibadan campus wà beside Catholic Church Owode Estate, Borehole, Àpáta. Application form is 5,000 naira only. For more information, call 0901-216-4632 tàbí 0912-985-2803 or 0807-437-8737 or send a mail to info@ibadan.noveltypolytechnic.com.ng. Novelty Polytechnic Kishi, ilé-ìwé gíga ti di ìrọ̀rùn.
Ẹ̀lẹ́ o alábàágbé mi mo ní kí n wá bẹ̀yìn wò ni. Ìyá Bíọ́lá àlàáfíà la wà. Ẹ ṣeun. Mo kọ yín kọ̀. Wọ́n wà. Ẹ̀yin náà ńkọ́.
Kódà ìyá mi lábúlé gan wà lálàáfíà. Ìyá Bíọ́lá ṣé kò sí?
Mẹ́wòó ìtasọ́sọ́ jọ̀lọ́ fún yín ò jẹ́ rí mú mi o. Ni mo bá ní wá fọwọ́ ara mi tún ara mi ṣe.
Ẹ wọlé wá jẹ́wọ́ jàre.
Àgbéyẹ̀fun ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ ọ̀ngá jọ̀lọ́f tuntun dé o. Ohun ìsẹ̀bẹ̀ tó ń fúnrẹ́sì jọ̀lọ́fù yín lójúlówó adùn àti ìtasọ́sọ́ jọ̀lọ́fù tí ò ṣeé kọ̀ sílẹ̀.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Irú èyí ò ṣẹlẹ̀ rí o. Ó mà lé ní mílíọ̀nù kan ènìyàn tí ìjọba ilẹ̀ Canada ti pinnu láti gbà láàyè kó wá gbé kó sì máa ṣiṣẹ́ ní orílẹ̀-èdè náà. Ṣùgbọ́n o, ọ̀lẹ ò lè gbẹ́lu wa làṣà tíjọba ilẹ̀ Canada ń dá. Ẹni tó bá lè ṣiṣẹ́ nìkan ni wọ́n ń wá. Jonathan King Limited ti ṣetán láti ràn ọ́ lọ́wọ́ láti di ọmọ onílẹ̀ lórílẹ̀-èdè náà bí o bá jẹ́ akọ́ṣẹ́mọṣẹ́, oníṣẹ́ ọwọ́ àbí akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ gboyè. Bó sì jẹ́ o fẹ́ lọ kàwé ní orílẹ̀-èdè Canada wà lára orílẹ̀-èdè tó dára tó sì rọjú jùlọ láti kàwé lágbàáyé. O lè jẹ́ akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kó sì tún máa ṣiṣẹ́. Bẹ́ẹ̀ sì ni àǹfààní owó ìrànwọ́ wà àti ètò ẹ̀yáwó kàwé tí kò lélẹ̀ nú. Tètè lọ gba fọ́ọ̀mù tiẹ̀ ní Jonathan King Limited, Àjàkíní àti Ìkẹfà, Cocoa House, Ìbàdàn. Àjàkíní, God's Grace Plaza, 65 Allen Avenue, Ìkẹjà. Àti The Bronx Bookshop lẹ́bàá Our Saviour's Cathedral, Ìjẹ̀bú Òde.
Ọjọ́ 21 oṣù kẹrin ọdún yìí ni ìforúkọsílẹ̀ yìí ó wá sópin o.
Hey, put a spotlight on me. Now let me tell you this. I used to care for the world's opinion.
And I used to fear their rejection.
Omo, I used to beg for validation.
And I used to wait to be seen.
But now, no more.
No more.
No more.
Because my time.
My time?
My time.
My own time is now. So what are you waiting for?
INT'L Malta. Be your best.
Rise up to the day's breakfast. Yummy. With Mama Doll spread for bread. Yummy. We love this rich and buttery taste. Yummy. We love to have it with our bread. Yummy. Nutritious. Mama Doll spread for bread. We like it. Mama Doll spread for bread. Delicious. Mama Doll spread for bread. We love it. Mama Doll spread for bread.
New Mama Doll spread for bread. It gives you the right nutrients and energy to be your best each new day. New Mama Doll spread for bread. Deliciously nourishing for a bright start.
Hello, Chooks. Biko, we're new laptop, 2 boxes, rechargeable fan, 3.
Your call credit has been exhausted.
Yeah, Ebuka, Biko, load 1,000 naira INT'L for this phone now. Ebuka, I send you 1,000 naira. You go load 8,000 naira. Be this boy in Apuara there. Eh?
Oga, no. As they make plenty call. Now why use Ovajara load the card?
Bam! Get 8 times your recharge plus double data on Ovajara. You also get 1,000 naira bonus on every new SIM activation. Dial star 544 hash from an existing SIM to obtain.
Oh yeah, take. Go buy food for Mama Cheap place. Make she add Ovajara.
Airtel, the smartphone network.
32 FM
94.9.
Welcome back from the commercial break. 32 FM 94.9. I am Olutayo Ogunade.
And I'm Adinike Ademuago. We also have an analyst in the building. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, Nike.
Good morning, Austin.
Good morning. Thank you.
Right.
Okay, so let's talk about the former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, who has declared his intention to contest the 2023 presidential election. It feels like we had always known that at some point he would eventually do this, but this is the first time. Yes, it was the first time he would speak publicly about his intention to contest in 2023, although he's yet to officially declare his presidential ambition. But he already ruled out, would I say, a 5-point agenda on security, this and that, and he also attended Atiku's presidential declaration. Tambuwa also has come out to has a form ready. So what are your thoughts on all of this?
Oh, I mean, can we just check? I mean, are you impressed with the presidential aspirants we have so far?
Not really. They have been the whole people, what some people call old political brigades. That is what we have now. Experience is also a major factor. You may not necessarily have to fall from the sky to become the president of the country. You need to follow some processes in terms of your preparedness. What have you been able to do? Antecedents and political experience. So some that are contesting, like I said earlier, they've been part of people that we really know. The likes of Peter Obi, for example, has come out to contest. About a week ago, I condemned a situation where people from the southeast only asked for the presidency without vigorously coming out to throw their hearts into the ring to say that we really want to contest. We can't claim presidency by way of morality that it is just our turn. You need to fight for it. You need to do consultation. So I'm particularly delighted that Peter Obi has come out at last to declare. When I saw him at Atiku's inauguration or declaration, I was thinking that practically he could be positioning himself for vice presidential slot again. Now he has come out. He has not officially declared, but he has made his intention known to some group of traditional rulers. I believe sincerely that Peter Obi will make a good president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He had to also pursue it so aggressively. Politics is not a game of love. You understand? It's a game of survival of the fittest.
What are the southeast chances?
Well, if you look at voting demography, the southeast chances is slim. For the first time, one of our popular friends on this platform had to concede last week that the PDP, for example, need someone from a region that could win election. This has always been my argument. The voting population in the southeast is a major political disadvantage, except there is a kind of consensus that leading political party will have to vote, we have to seat their presidential candidate to the southeastern part of the country. What we are talking about here, we are talking about southern presidency. We must all agree, first of all, that power, having spent 8 years in the north, should come down south. Then we are looking at the region that will take it in the south. By way of fairness and justice or equity, the southeast should get it. But there are a lot of permutation that is ongoing. Tambuwa came out clearly. Of course, he did a damage control later now, that he didn't actually say that.
We have this comment here on Facebook from Abiodun Ogundiran. He says, I'm still wondering why northerners in both dominant parties are still obtaining forms to be president. It seems they are not ready to accept the fact that the South must produce the next president. I pray this will not destabilize the country in 2023. Equity, fairness, and justice must be upheld.
Yes, it must be upheld. First of all, like I said earlier, power should shift to southern Nigeria. Not Anna from two prominent political parties. This obtaining of form or people discarding zoning is largely common within the PDP. I hope you understand what I'm talking about, Tayo. APC, the body language of APC as a political party is suggesting that they are going to cede their presidential tickets to southern Nigeria. I hope you have gotten that clearly. That is the path APC is working towards. And I have said it on this platform times without number. APC cannot give their presidential ticket to someone from the southeast. Of course, a lot of people can call and also criticize. We are talking of what is obtainable. Political party need candidates from whichever area that can help them win election. Look at the southeast, for example. Politically disadvantaged already in terms of creation of states in the country. 5 states in the southeast. We have ABGA, 2 PDP, 2 APC. The other APC, the leg is shaking as we speak currently. Look at the Anambra election, for example. Soludo came first, PDP came second, APC came third, down the line. All the vote of the number 1, 2, 3, 4 candidates in that election were less than 500,000 votes. Tayo, if you are a political party, you'll be very careful to cede your presidential ticket to that region. That is the issue. So not as if we can't get somebody who is eminently qualified. I have always called out Peter Obi on this platform. If you bear witness that Peter Obi should come out, he should declare his intention to run as the president. When he was the governor of Anambra State, he did excellently well. I will continue to say that. I don't have anything against anybody from the southeast. But the truth of the matter is that you do permutation. Of course, that our friend that I talked about agreed for the first time on Saturday that yes, these parties are looking for candidates that can win election. Tambo had to come out to do the statistics that, oh, you need someone from a region that can win election. But interestingly, Ayu, the national chairman of the PDP, has come out to say that PDP will respect zoning because it is PDP that brought zoning to the political lexicon in Nigeria. It is strictly unconstitutional, but it is PDP that brought it. And since PDP introduced zoning in Nigeria in the Obasanjo regime, it has helped to stabilize the polity. That is the truth. So those obtaining funds from the north, those obtaining funds from Atiku and the like, they are only be selfish. They are only playing to the gallery. That is what we are talking about.
All right. We're expecting a unity list according to Ahmad Lawan. That's from the APC.
Yes, the unity list according to Philas will come out today. The president is winning. The president wants one of his own as the national chairman of his party, which is the usual characteristic and the manner in which president or governors have always imposed their loved ones. I know some people will say, oh, it is not democratic, it is this, it is that. That is the way it has always been. But when is this going to change? That is the issue. All of a sudden, or at the that minute, the president settled for Adamu, the former governor of Nasarawa State. Of course, Al Makura was of the CPC bloc, or is of the CPC bloc. Al Makura was the lone CPC governor when the alliance to form the APC came on board. Now, the president did not settle for Al Makura. He has settled for Abdullahi Adamu. Now, governors have been able to have been able to support the president. Now, the unity list is most likely going to come out today. Another party source also says that most of the position will come up through consensus. You know, my worry is this: consensus is allowed under parties, constitution, and what have you. But both APC and PDP have failed to go into real election at party primary level. The idea of consensus, because when you are doing consensus, indirectly you are imposing candidates. That is what it means. A lot of people bought the form for 20 million naira. Now you are going for a consensus. So why is it that these two big parties, they have always failed to go into real election? Because they are afraid that if they go into real election, there could be possibility of litigation after that election. Then you just call people to a meeting, you coerce them, you talk them into agreeing that, oh, they need to have a consensus. For how long are we going to be free from this? So that's the issue. It's not as if consensus is not good. Political parties have seen consensus as a way to reduce the level of tension and also to manage various interests within the party. But the beauty of democracy is election, because it is said that election is the festival of democracy. So we must ensure that once we are having issue of party primary, we go into election. Let the most popular candidate emerge. Like I said the other time, Adamu just emerged from nowhere. What we knew Adamu for before was the reconciliatory committee chairperson that was going around to ensure that there is peace in all the APC state. All of a sudden, the president is settling for him after the president has said at some point that he will support youth candidature for some of the elected position within the party. So I do not know what the president tends to achieve, but as we speak now, governors and National Assembly members, they have agreed with the governor. I sincerely wish that both parties can come up to organize credible primary where the most popular will emerge from among the people.
Okay, moving to Oyo State, the Oyo NURTW are alleging attacks by park managers, and they are also threatening bloodshed. Members of the National Union of Road Transport Workers have asked Governor Seyi Makinde to warn members of the PMS, that's the Park Management System, against further threatening them or attacking them in order to avoid bloodshed. And there was a letter that was dated yesterday that said that this PMS are collecting union dues from commercial drivers because the NURTW was not prescribed and the matter was still pending in court. And they are threatening left, right, and center to attack the NURTW. So what do you think about this, Austin?
Yes, there should not be bloodshed in Oyo State. Let the government come in, manage the situation properly. Some part of that news read that they are not prescribed. As it is today, they have been prescribed. And most of the time, you begin to wonder, what is the difference between those who are park managers and the NURTW? I think it's just in the nomenclature. They are more or less like the same. Some of the park managers that we thought would have been a reform NURTW system in Oyo State in our various bus stops, they still jump at a bus driver, they still carry a cane, they still do all manner of act of brigandage within the various parks and the manner in which they collect this money. So nobody to threaten the peace of Oyo State. Whatever issue, let them have it. The former chairman or a fractional chairman of the NURTW is the disciplinary committee chairman of the park managers. So where is the trouble coming from?
Can we look at the impact of PMS so far?
PMS have not really made impact. That's the truth of the matter. They've not really made impact. This was not what we expected. You know, when PMS was launched by the governor of Oyo State, we thought that would be a clear departure from what we used to have. So, but today, look at what PMS has done. How many of these funds collected is being remitted to government coffers? That's the truth. I think sometimes last year, a survey was carried out to show that NURTW in a state like Lagos, for example, rake in over 100 billion naira annually. In Oyo State too, it might not be up to that, but they also rake in huge amount of money that ought to have gone into government coffers. So that's the truth. We thought that the government, by prescribing NURTW, will come to restructure the system.
What of the frosty relationship between the government and the public drivers?
Well, if you look at the frosty relationship, that is what I have said earlier. You have to manage the crisis, manage the situation very well. The prescription, in my view, was just a way to say that, oh, the other person that is entitled to the position, I don't want the person. So I dismantle the group. My own candidate, I will elevate him and give him an appointment to still continue to function in one way or the other. So it has not really been easy. That is why I asked earlier, what is the difference between these park managers and NURTW members? The chairman of the disciplinary committee, the popular one that we know, is always going all around. The other time there was crisis in the Road, up to now, what has happened? So these are issues. I think the government really need to look at this issue again. Let us not allow innocent commuters, innocent residents to suffer as a result of the inability of the government to manage. During 8 years of Oshomole reign in Edo State, there was nothing like NURTW. He was able to handle them. He dismantled them. No crisis. from that magnitude. So we must look at it. Of course, we may want to use them for election in one way or the other, but there are ways you balance things in such a way that it will not cause crisis for members of the public.
Okay, speaking of Edo State, workers are protesting. He sacks 513 Sports Commission staff. Now, some people are saying that these people are people that were employed, or they came into the system when the former governor was there, and now that Obaseki has taken control, he wants to bring in his own people, and as well he has sacked 513 people. He titled the memo "Transition Plan for Staff of Edo State Sports Council to Edo State Sports Commission." We'll take that when we come back from this break. Stay tuned.
FM
94.9.
Dear smart moms and grandmas, thank you for nourishing a generation of strong and smart kids with breakfast plus Peak 456 growing up milk fortified with DHA. Happy Mother's Day.
Grow up strong and smart with Peak 456 growing up milk every day.
I'm living the life because I get Tizeti. Yes, sir.
Nigeria's most affordable internet service provider, Tizeti Network Limited, is now live in Ibadan. Oh yes, Ibadan residents can now enjoy our truly unlimited internet service too. Tizeti prides itself on providing the lowest cost of unlimited internet access to residential and small business customers. You can now browse, stream, and game 24/7 at an amazing speed, and with an uncapped data plan. Connect to Tizeti's fast unlimited internet service for just 12,500 naira only per month. Simply pay 59,500 for installation and enjoy a 1-month subscription for the residential plan. What more? Visit wifi.com.ng/OYO to sign up or call 090-8749-3040, 090-8749-3040, or send email to internet@wifi.com.ng to get started now. Unlimited internet or Yolowa.
Training. The Stone Technical College is a government-approved institution in Ibadan. We offer courses from catering and hospitality management, garment making, cosmetology, hairdressing and barbing, bricklaying, block laying and concreting, carpentry and joinery, plumbing and pipe fittings, painting and decoration, engineering in electrical and electrical fittings, ICT and phone repairs. Duration of courses ranges from 3 months to 6 months. Qualifications and requirements for entry are SSCE, GCE, NECO, NCE, graduates, youth corpers, housewives, and everyone who is interested in self-employment. Application forms are available at number 2B, Reverend Aderiola Street, adjacent to Bodija Estate Baptist Church, Adeyi, Old Bodija, Ibadan. For inquiries, please call Jordans 080-3380-2319 or Oyebode 080-3524-3981. The Stone Technical College. We train to empower the people.
Canada needs immigration to massively drive our economy and help fill the huge labor shortages. The government of Canada is determined to attract more than 1.2 million families and individuals to relocate between 2021 and end of 2023. This is unprecedented. The government of Canada will allow only those who will be employable to get the permanent visa. Jonathan King Limited will assist professionals, graduates, and artisans in various fields and trades to go to Canada and prosper. Education in Canada is not just one of the best in the world, it is one of the cheapest. Jonathan King Limited will help students secure full-time graduate and postgraduate admissions to tertiary institutions. Full-time students are allowed to work in Canada. There are also opportunities for scholarships, grants, or at least interest-free loans. Pick up a registration form immediately at Jonathan King Limited, 1st and 6th floors, Cocoa House, Ibadan. First floor, God's Grace Plaza, 65 Allen Avenue, Ikeja, and the Bronx Bookshop, former CMS, besides Our Saviour's Cathedral, Ijebu-Ode.
Registration ends 19th of April 2022.
Angels Market ìròyìn ayọ̀rẹ́ fún gbogbo ará agbègbè Aṣí Bódìjà Àkóbọ̀ Ìdí Àpẹ́ títí dé Ìwó Road pàápàá jùlọ Báṣọ̀run pé ilé ìtajà Angels Market nìkan lẹ́tí lè rí Indomie noodles Golden spaghetti òróró king pẹ̀lú ẹ̀dínwó jọjọ sí iye tẹ́ ẹ rà á lágbèni gbogbo ẹ̀yin alára tútà pátápátá nínú ọjà ńláńlá alárajẹ àti olókoòwò kéékèèké ẹ má wulẹ̀ ṣòpò láti máa dààmú kiri mọ́ ẹ wá kó ọjà yín ní ọ̀pọ̀ kú ọ̀yọ̀kú nílé ìtajà Angels Market kẹ́ẹ̀sì ṣòwò kẹ́ẹ̀jèrè gbogbo ohun tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ló wà lọ́dọ̀ wọn lápòlápò tàbí ní páálí.
ẹ gbọ́ o gbogbo ohun tí ẹ bá rà ní Angels Market lówó ẹ̀ ò ga jara lọ.
ilé ìtajà Angels Market wà ní àdójúkọ Islamic High School Báṣọ̀run Ìbàdàn ẹ̀rọ ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀ wọn ni 08033283574 lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí 08033283574 Angels Market gbogbo ohun tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ ló wà lọ́dọ̀ wọn lẹ́dínwó.
Mom will come and put on the radio set. Don't worry, I'll tell Mommy.
Let me put on my radio set now.
Mommy, please, we want to listen to the Smart Kids show. It comes up Monday to Friday, 7:15 to 7:45 a.m. So we can prepare our minds for school work.
Okay, Smart Kids show. I love it too.
Thank you, Mommy.
Oh yes, 7:15 a.m. to 7:45 a.m. is the time. Mondays through Fridays. Join Auntie Yellow on the Smart Kids show.
Oh, I wanna build a train track.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Welcome back to the Break of Dawn newspaper review on 32 FM 94.9. Thank you for staying with us. It is 6 minutes gone past 7 o'clock. And we're just going to, of course, take calls 0705 500949, 009 700949. Those are the numbers to call to share your thoughts with us. Keep it, would I say, straight to the point. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Hello.
Yes,
Good morning.
make your point. Make your point. Hello.
Okay, yeah, Kingsley Onwoka is my name.
All right, Kingsley.
P2B's declaration is very much a welcome development. P2B has a good political lifestyle and a very good governance reputation. And I believe strongly that he can win the election. Irrespective of how bad we seem to be as Nigerians, when it comes to making choices, I still believe that Nigerians still know what is good. So Nigerians will support P2B the same way Nigerians supported Abiola in 1993. So I just wish the PDP can lure somebody like Babagana Zulu to pair him with P2B as vice presidential candidate. But I believe that P2B can win the election. Thank you.
Thank you, Kingsley, for your comments. All the politicians are using us for political benefits, gaining cheap recognition from their followers, and later say they've spoken with some elders to step down for each other. God bless Nigeria. Otumba, you are Adeniola. We got your message. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, this is Michael calling from Bodija.
Good morning, Mike.
Yes, talking about the issue of zoning, I'm talking about the issue of the PDP. For me, the PDP has no choice. And I'm very happy that majority of the South governors are speaking in one voice. And if you look at the PDP today, it's only the South and the Southeast that made PDP to still exist. PDP will have been dead by now. Consider the other part of the country, talking about the North and the Southwest there. So for me, the article are going to waste their money. Yes, I know the man is a super rich man. Let him go and pay the phone and waste his money. I know the South, whatever the South governor says, that's where the PDP will take the candidate. And somebody is telling me that they're going to pick the candidate from the Southeast. God bless you.
All right. So I wanted to ask about the Obaseki drama. That is it not about what is best for the state as a whole? It shouldn't be a political beef, if I could put it like that, for you to sack a total of 531 people.
Yes, due process should always be followed, irrespective of the way the governor feels. If you think some people are redundant and no longer adding value, you can change them. It doesn't really matter. But you have to follow due process. It doesn't have to simply be because they were put in place by my predecessor.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. So, Sheriff calling from Manara. Kudos here in the studio.
I want to react to the link between the PMX and NURTW. According to what your analyst said, that the state government already prescribed the NURT. We should not forget that elections are around the corner. So some mischief makers or politicians, so they will try to use them for election to destabilize the Oyo State, or maybe to discredit the governor performance or the president national achievement. So that is around everywhere, even in Lagos. You know what is happening there about the NURT. So we should pray that God will allow for politics of bitterness, because our politics, the way they are playing it here, they don't play it in a progressive way. Thank you.
Thank you for that. I'm in excruciating anguish because these Chinese loans could not be used to create refineries or fund a PPP project. Instead, we're building rails to the Republic of Niger. To be honest, I'm still baffled as to how a railroad to the Niger Republic will improve Nigeria's economy. The Minister of Petroleum is now in charge of overseeing the entire oil theft in Nigeria, while Buhari is watching. Nigeria is witnessing the largest extent of crude oil theft in its history. Balkis Onodoro, we got your message. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Hello.
Hello. Okay.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. 0705 500949 0809 700949. Hello.
Yeah, morning, Taro.
Morning.
Austin, morning. This is okay. I think Peter will be coming out is actually a welcome development. We need more of such, most especially from the south. Then, so that we have choice. Unlike when we had a particular set of people and we were bamboozled and deceived to vote. This time around, we'll have choice, and I want to appeal to everybody. One, let's query what they have done. Let's query who they are. What are the things that we'll get from them before we give in our votes? We shouldn't just be deceived. I actually believe once beaten, twice shy. This time around, make we shine our eye. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning. Why do our contestants make promises they won't fulfill? Imagine Peter Obi making a promise of job opportunity if he becomes the president. This happened during the regime of President Buhari. He promised our youth job opportunity, but till date, we couldn't point at anything. The federal government is still owing those that are even recruited through Empower. Buhari has done nothing tangible for Nigerian youth. Okay, it's a long one from Miriam Afalabi. We'll go that, gentlemen.
Yes, I agree with that too. We must mind the way we make promises. It is better to under-promise and over-deliver than over-promise and under-deliver, because there are huge expectation gaps in the land. So the people that are contesting must put that in mind as they try to get into power.
Okay, 0705 500949 009 700949. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to ask a question. What are we benefit from Sony presidency to the northern part in 2015 and 2019? The issue of Sony is not our problem. What we need is the highly intelligent president and very skillful to become president of this country in 2023. It's not about the Sony.
Thank you. Dedike was going to ask you about the Super Eagles in Kumasi, Ghana, and the kind of treatment they got when they arrived.
Yes, that was actually sad. That will not stop us.
That created a wave on Twitter with the young people, because the Nigeria-Ghana Twitter war has always been a thing.
The relocation of the venue from Accra to Kumasi, yes, was also strategic by the Ghanaian government. But like I said earlier, we keep our faith.
All is fair and well?
Yes. Yes, they are using everything. They are going to also open their gate wide today to ensure that they have huge fans club, supporters club. But Nigeria will not be deterred. We are going to win them today.
Are you sure we're not going to be deterred?
That is the way I see it.
The Nigerian spirit.
Yes, the Nigerian spirit. They can do spirit.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Oseni Dumo, for showing up this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear listener. I am Olutayo Ogunade. Have a great Friday.
And I am Adenike Ademuago.
The station admired by other radio stations.
Yes, we are.
32 FM 94.9.